The time is just gone 19 minutes past 8 as we kick off this morning on News and Views right here on Salam Media. And we have learned this morning Israel resuming its attack, resuming its war on Gaza after the truce has expired. And we're going across now to be joined by Dr. Khaled Qaddoumi, a representative of Hamas in Iran, who is part of the Hamas delegation in South Africa. Dr. Khaled Qaddoumi, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and welcome.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah. Thank you, brother, having me.
Yes, Jazakallah khairan so much for your time. Now, obviously, we are coming at a time where we've seen the 7-day truce had expired, and we see Israel resuming its war on Gaza, and the military escalation is once again started. We know that Benjamin Netanyahu's intention was very, very clear to continue this war on Gaza.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. As we have reiterated in the previously, that Netanyahu is not even interested in the interests of his own society, though rather to think of the Palestinian of any other. He is a corrupt leader. He is a criminal. He is a war criminal, and he has started this thing again to save himself. During the humanitarian pause, there was agitation, rallies inside the Israeli society against him to return the prisoners and hostages who has been held by the resistance movement in Gaza. But he doesn't listen. He has delayed the swap of prisoners from the beginning. We said that we are ready for that from the day one in order to exchange the prisoners and to rejoin the families. But he, unfortunately, the one who is stubborn and he is criminal and he doesn't want to move that. Now they have resumed the war and the aggression, and we are having around about 6 shuhada today, 6 martyrs who are due to the bombardment over houses, and he is more and more killing the children and the ladies. This is what is the international community has to carry the responsibility for that. I mean, they should not leave such criminal to continue to pursue his own whims and evil intentions to continue this war.
Yes, and also, Dr. Khalid, we've seen during the 7 days where the temporary truce had taken place, where we looked at Hamas and Hamas, the conduct of Hamas, the conduct of the military wing, very, very honorable in a very dignified manner. And we've seen a lot with regard to the exchange of the captives as well, in terms of how Hamas had actually conducted themselves. Now, clearly, this actually speaks a lot. It actually speaks volumes in terms of Hamas and how it has conducted itself throughout, even in the treatment of those that were taken in as captives.
Yes, actually, see, we are not killers. We are not vampires. We are freedom fighters. We don't fight for the sake of the killing. We fight for our dignity and prosperity. And that has been sensed and felt by the international community, by the peoples in the street, and by also the captives, Israeli captives and non-Israeli captives who were held by the resistance. The resistance behaved with them in those morals which we have been brought up for it since our birth. This is our school of thought. We deal with them as Abu Ubaidah, the spokesperson, as guests. They are living with us and among us, but it is war. So we hold them with us, and they were in the war zone. But it doesn't mean that we kill them or misbehave with them. So on the other hand, look, the things which we have listened from the girls, which they were in the Israeli prison for many years, the time they have been released, how the Israelis they misbehaved with them, how they have put them in the isolated confinement, how they put 11 or 12 girls in a room of a capacity of three girls, how they do not offer them enough food. They give food for 11 people, enough for only 3 people. How they have stripped them, strip searched them. How they do not allow them to go for to the toilet and to come out from their cells, and only that started since 27th of October, the beginning of the ground offensive, Israeli ground offensive against Gaza. So this tells you that we are fighting for a just issue, and they are fighting just only for killing, just only for destruction, just only to wipe and annihilate anything about the Palestinian people. And that has been stated also by their leaders. This is not something secret or fantasy. They are saying that Palestinians have only two solutions, either to leave or to be killed. This is the language of the enemy. But I tell you that our fighters, our people, they are steadfast, they are noble fighters, they are freedom fighters, and they can be fighting with their own morals against this enemy who is having no morals, no values at all.
Yes, Dr. Khalid, once again, we've seen with the resumption of the attack on Gaza and this war on Gaza, where we find that the Israeli government and the Israeli military playing the victim game again, talking about saying that, it's Hamas that started it and their air defense system intercepted a launch from Gaza. Yet, we saw already from early in the morning, there were sounds of drones. The fighter jets were hovering over Gaza. And once again, we see this victim mentality to gain sympathy from the rest of the world coming through or featuring very, very strongly from this apartheid or from the Zionist regime.
See, I mean, these drones have never stopped hovering, even during the humanitarian pause. Israelis have never been respecting any commitments or any agreement. And unfortunately, again, they are attacking over residential areas, they are attacking over hospitals, they are attacking in different geography of Gaza, and we have innocent children are martyred, are murdered by Israelis. I tell you that the international community till today, they are not carrying their responsibility in a proper way against the Israelis, against stopping this aggression and this war. Today, we are directly putting the responsibility of the escalation and the responsibility for resume of this aggression, Israeli aggression over Gaza, on the international community. They fail to produce any tool to stop those massacres. We simply is that we are defending ourselves against the Israeli aggression. We will continue to do this. Maybe the international community will come back again and apply enough pressure diplomatically and politically, and why not something else over Israel to stop them from continuing killing children. As I told you, that it's for the last few moments we have lost six martyrs and many injured in one place, and then you never know what will come over that. This is something should not be tolerated by the international community.
Dr. Khalid, what is expected of the negotiators, Qatar and Egypt, who have been central to the negotiations to the truce at this point in time, now that this
No,
aggression has started?
nothing can be added on that. The result of the so-called negotiation is evident. The Israelis are stubborn, and they have started killing the innocent citizens inside Gaza. And I tell you, it is just only one way we have. Either the Israelis understand the language of the negotiation, or we are in the field. And I tell you, they will suffer a lot, because our fighters, they are noble, and they're fighting a just cause. For this reason, they will be adamant to stop these atrocities and these aggressions.
Just finally, Dr. Khalid, I know the Hamas delegation is in South Africa, and this coming weekend there is a two-day conference that is taking place. Just as far as your presence in South Africa, looking ahead at the conference, what are some of the key issues? What are some of the expectations from the Hamas delegation here in South Africa?
Whenever we are in South Africa, we feel at home. The position of South African at the public level, nation level, and the official level, it can be a role model even for many other countries to be followed. The way they are defending the Palestinian people, We are proud to be their friends, and we are proud to be brothers and sisters of South Africa. We actually arrived over here on an invitation to attend the fifth annual conference for solidarity with Palestine, and of course, we will be having different meetings with all friends over here in South Africa. As I insisted that always, whenever we are in South Africa, we feel that we are at home.
Well, Dr. Khalid, we at Salam Media will be at the conference as well, inshallah. So hopefully, we are looking forward to meeting you and the Hamas delegation over the weekend. But for now, we thank you. We say Jazakallah to you for taking time out and joining us right here on Salam Media on the broadcast this morning. We wish you all the best, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam, brother.
Dr. Khaled Qaddoumi was the Hamas delegation here in South Africa as a resumption of the attack, as a resumption of the war on Gaza has started once again on this Friday morning. The time is just gone 8:30. We're going to go for a break. We'll be back.